heads for pit road. We'll listen to Michael McDowell's spotter, Clayton Hughes. Here we go, green flag.
Whoa, Michael!
Oh, no. McDowell overshoots turn one.
Well, he and Austin Dillon made a little bit of contact. Oh, now he's gotten into the dirt there.
Not over yet.
Oh, still locking up tires.
So, in my opinion, what can't happen there, and we've seen this, whether it was a Clash, a truck race, Xfinity, on these starts, it's so important to get some temperature in them brakes. They want to lock up. Without temperature, you got to make sure you get temperature in your brakes.
And watch the 34 of Michael McDowell.
When this was just after he and Austin Dillon made a little bit of contact as Michael's trying to get in the inside lane, and I think that just kind of opened up the door for him to overshoot the entry in the braking zone there, Clint.
Yeah, and it also put, it's kind of what started the development of the 18. Everybody saw him go out, made adjustments for Michael to come back on. You see the 18 over there.
3 wide.
Yeah.
You can't go 3 wide.
Quite a bit of he got into the 14 right there and off the racetrack on both sides. Boy, they don't give you much time to get ready for this deal. We got action everywhere. Michael McDowell here, he's got all sorts of trouble.
And caution is out for debris.
I'm wondering, could that
that's
be
Michael's right front? I believe.
Blocking that right front up, flat spot. We talked about that earlier in the show, Jeff.
Watch Busch off to the right. Coming out at turn 2 here. In the grass back on.
More importantly, folded that front end under.
Yeah, that splitter just digs that dirt and mud up, and all it takes is one wheel off in the wrong place, just like you see how much mud it flings in the air. That's also just pushing and caving in that splitter on that right front tire, and then the tire started locking up.
And you never know. Every now and then you can get lucky with that, Mike. You've seen the 18 won the race, or excuse me, Gibbs won the race yesterday going through the grass in the in turn 1. Obviously, Kyle didn't.
Kyle Larson did a great job getting a wide entry into that chicane to get that run to the inside here, Ross Chastain. Oh.
Now that is at the chicane, and there are a lot of cars taking evasive action there. McDowell, one of them, Anthony Alfredo.
Chase Briscoe.
And I think Briscoe was the first. Was he the first to spin, or was he the last to spin there? No caution. We stay green.
Biggest thing I didn't like about that is he hit that turtle hard. You could hear when he slammed into that turtle on the inside, the impact that it made. It'd be interesting to see what his splitter looks like.
And you could hear it. He realized that, I think that was Bubba Wallace possibly, to the outside.
Yeah,
just wasn't going to give him the room. And as soon as he realized that, he got on the brakes just a little bit harder, and boom, immediately the wheel hop started. Let's see what happened to Brad Keselowski's behind Ross Chastain coming into this hard braking chicane. Ooh. Man, it's like the car just didn't slow down. I don't know if he started locking up right away or if it was a brake issue there, Clint.
I think Ross Chastain was actually surprised him a little bit on how quick he got on the gas and almost run him over, had to lock the brakes up.
The left front was down on Keselowski's car.
Well, he locked it up for a long time.
True. And we're under caution. Matt DiBenedetto has ripped the right rear tire completely off of his Wood Brothers 21.
And that's what brought out the caution. See debris on the track there.
Well, into 3.
Race is
Brad's off in the grass.
It's gonna.
Man, that was so close.
Payback coming.
He will show his displeasure here.
Man, I don't know how many sets of tires the two's going to have left after all these lockups. Yeah, you're setting up for the kink. You need to be as wide there as you possibly can, but you got to leave a little room for somebody who's outside of you like Brad Keselowski was.
So lucky that that didn't dig in like the 18, like so many cars we've seen all week long.
For 4th. Pits are closed with 2 laps to go in stage 1.
Better through the right, slight tire rub. Not sure which one of the rights it is at that lap. Not bad though. Copy, get advantage your lead, take the other tire, please.
And this battle continues on the racetrack between teammates. We saw what happened at the end of the Daytona 500. A lot of lockup, really worried about the tires, front tires of the team.
Brad off the track again, same spot.
Well, since stage racing began, Chase Elliott has won 25% of all stages on road courses, and he's about to pick up his 6th stage victory on a road course in the NASCAR Cup Series. Green and white checkers in the air. Chase Elliott wins stage 1 from Joey Logano, Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, and Kurt Busch, the top 5.
Look at Martin Truex Jr. making the outside move on Joey Logano.
Here he comes.
That's going to move him into 3rd place. Down below, Chase Elliott. Ooh, get a little lockup. Yeah, we heard a couple guys talk about the track not having as much grip. So as that grip goes away, boy, you really got to adjust your brake zones and how hard you can push on that brake pedal, how much speed you can carry through the center and exit of a corner and throttle. So we're seeing right now, Chase Elliott starts out extremely fast. I just wonder if he's not using up a bit of those tires.
And when you're a car behind him, like Denny Hamlin is right there, that's what you love to see. Oh, he's making a mistake. Here I come.
Chase is probably going to come on the radio and say, hey, can somebody tell Newman that Boyer's not in this car anymore?
It's a great, I love this corner right here. This is one when I thought about this race coming up beforehand, before the season started, I wouldn't have had turn 6 right here pinpointed as a place to pass. Throughout the course of all these races, we've seen a ton of passing going on, setting them up in 5 and making a pass at 6.
Oh, heavy damage.
Ross Chastain.
Still there. Clear.
Thinking there was a crossover right here.
Quarter.
I'm thinking there was some help with that
I
one,
think
Jeff.
you're right.
Chastain was 20th. And yes, it appears those cars were close enough for there to have been contact.
Yeah, when it jumps sideways that quick, that's usually the case.
Might be some red paint on the front of that machine. Right about there. You know, what I saw there, Jeff, is you could see him on the outside, probably did the crossover, got a run back on him, being able to put the power down and got into the back of him. I don't know. It's always interesting to look back and see what all brought into that.
You're right. I think he was trying to make the crossover, get to the inside. Maybe there just wasn't quite enough room. They made contact.
And behind them, Cole Custer. Whose required windshield wiper has gone awry.
I mean, it has become pretty overcast, and there might be some rain in the area, but let's hope he doesn't have to use that.
Won't do him any good.
Somebody's going to claim the arrow is better when it's that way.
I don't think so.
Well, hey, it's racer's mentality. If that car went to the front with a windshield wiper stuck in the air, you can bet your bottom you're coming back next week, and everybody will be that way.
Wallace with some big damage coming to pit road.
Slid a tire, I saw the smoke go up. Big lockup.
But he also already has some damage in the left front.
Absolutely. A lot of damage.
He's going to take his Toyota to the stage 2 win. Side by side for 2nd. Maybe Kurt Busch got it from Logano. Bell and Truex the top 5. Elliott, Byron, Custer, Allmendinger, and Kyle Busch.
Here, the 2 road courses, the only ones he's run in the Cup Series, they had the best speed. He said, now I like them, and I had this race circled. So a little bit of mental attitude and liking is worth some speed. And Kurt Busch makes a big mistake, Mike.
Oh, man.
Kurt Busch! Pow!
Our leader. We saw him go off there through the kink on the exit of the kink once before, but he took it to the next level that time.
And we stay green.
Man, plowed a lot of dirt through that infield, but I don't think it completely destroyed his splitter. I bet you it packed a lot of mud.
From 1st to 25th. Watch this.
Yeah, he comes accelerating out of turn 3. It's a fast left-hand kink. He's going to set up to the right on, turns into the corner, maybe a little early. Oh, he got
on the curb, got loose on the curb.
Hit your marks, drive away.
I think he was loose before he got to that curb.
Yeah.
I think as soon as he got out of the gas, the thing got loose. Away it went.
Just along for the ride. I can tell you from making many laps around this racetrack in a sports car, those Daytona prototypes, that's the last thing you want to have happen is to go off through that kink. Carrying a lot of speed there.
Shows you how hard he was pushing to keep that car up front. I mean, he was up front, no pressure on him, and got off the racetrack. How he takes this pressure. This is a lot of pressure from the fastest car on the track. Easy to make a mistake. Here it comes.
Boy, right there, you called it, Clint.
Slid up just at least a little bit. Open the door for the 9 to take the lead.
Brad.
And there was contact. Let's ride with, yes, Kurt Busch.
Right in front of him, Brad Keselowski. Gonna accelerate. Oh, man. I don't know, Clint, if Clint, you just saw where Brad didn't accelerate very good off the way.
Kind of hard to accelerate when the...
Well, I didn't know if it was because the 96
Yeah,
front,
96 might check
but the
up a
one
little bit.
definitely ran over the top of him, but just didn't seem like the two really accelerated the
just
way
accordion
Kurt
stacked
thought he
them
was
up.
going to. Did he complete it, or did Ricky Stenhouse Jr. just say, go ahead?
Continue to see the 11 having trouble. I can't help but to think it's all braking.
It's all brakes, Clint. I saw, we had a shot of him going into turn 5 behind his teammate, Martin Truex Jr., and he just backed off way early into the corner. So he's trying to save those brakes to get to the end of this race. How do you not go off track? Oh, caution is out for rain.
And this will be our 6th caution of the day with 12 to go.
Green, one outside to 14. 1.5 off, fairly there to bumper. One backing off already right side 14, fairly bumper. Still there, one's right with you. Right side 14, bumper. You are clear.
That's never good. Tyler Reddick. Oh, Chase Elliott in the grass.
This is exactly what we were talking about. Have to stay off of him.
Oh my goodness, amazing save right there, but he lost a lot of valuable positions.
And he has filled the radiator inlet with grass.
Which in my opinion is going to be a massive ordeal right here. It's very hard to get it off of it. Got to have to try to get to the bumper of somebody and get it off quick.
And there he does, right there to Cody Ware.
We talked about it, Jeff. You said you have to be able to get through traffic to get in position to win. Wow, look at this.
That's big.
Tyler Reddick going to bring out the caution here.
Man, I thought those signs were mean, but I didn't think they were that mean.
Got off track, got into the dirt. A lot of damage where it probably knocked off maybe an oil cooler line or something.
For sure. Folded the front end under, knocked the oil cooler line off, or broke the oil cooler itself. And he had been doing this. We saw him do this in a race prior to this. Go to the outside, make a move.
Well, that works really good until somebody doesn't want to give.
Right there.
Ooh, just like the 18 car early in this race, but much worse.
I think a teammate may have run him off into the grass right there.
Now Chase Elliott, way to the right of your screen.
Same situation, basically. He's on the outside, and they run wide. They're 4 wide there. What a job he did by not going completely around. But as you mentioned, Mike, there's that grass in the grill.
That looked like you in that rental car in front of me, Jeff, except he saved it.
Chase Briscoe outside Logano for this restart. It'll be 10 to go.
Away he went.
And gets away. Not everybody's so lucky. Justin Haley has to do a spin around at turn 1,
There's
but no caution.
There's another one of our guys with new tires that you can take off the list. Larson was able to get ahead of Christopher Bell there through all that exchange. Oh, gets wide into Buscher.
Keselowski on the outside for third.
Big lockup.
And caution is out.
Get pushed by Larson. Oh, he makes a late move to the 2. That's not going to work. Oh, he just starts getting loose.
The wheel hop too. All the above. Just got in too hot.
Yeah, and he got down on that lower apron there. I'm wondering if that contributed to it. Ooh,
As soon as he downshifted, that thing went into a wheel hop. Nothing you can do. Long for the ride, especially when you have a car on your outside like that.
Unbelievably, everybody else got by.
Idea what happened. I literally went to touch the brakes and it just started wheel hopping. I wheel hopped all day.
You go from this big wide area through that really tight infield. Perfect situation for awesome racing.
Opens up just enough opportunity to make it exciting. Keselowski locks up, runs Christopher Bell wide. I was just going to say Christopher Bell got a great start to gain some spots and do what he needs to do, but now Larson going into second. Remember, Larson wheel hops.
Into the tire wall goes Kyle Larson's number 5. He's going to be able to drive it away, but he's going to have a huge tire rub there on the right rear.
I'll tell you, that was the move for the win, if you ask me. If he would have gotten to second, those fresher tires, I think he runs down Logano, but that's now over.
We stay green.
So easy to wheel hop right there.
No move there. And look at Kyle Larson. Makes the dive bomb move, and away it goes.
It was a great move. It's just a little bit late, and Kurt, I think, drew him in there pretty late also.
That's
I think they're
exactly
both breaking
right.
late. You could see right away that right rear tire.
Trouble front straightaway, start finish line. And that is Kyle Busch in the wall. No caution.
Hard into the wall.
William Byron had missed the chicane, did a stop and go. Kyle Larson makes it around to pit road.
Whoa. Man, you just can't run side by side through that turn 2.
9 really pushed the 2 hard to get into that corner, forcing the 2 to overdrive it a little bit, sliding the front tires.
Now, will Brad run him wide here going into this kink? Gives him room.
Got to make quick time here. Oh, Brad's off the track.
No way he makes this corner. No way he makes this. Man, he made it. Barely.
No.
He is slid. So
He's still on the track, but he lost the line.
but he's in position here, still in position. Chase is going to have to work a crossover here.
And while that's going on ahead of them, Chase goes around. I think Denny Hamlin had made contact as he tried to do the crossover.
And Chase ends up in the wrong place.
Man, everything going wrong for Hendrick Motorsports right in the closing laps of this race.
Truex and the 9 of Chase Elliott.
So he knows he's going to do the crossover. Denny Hamlin just goes to fill that hole. They make contact, turns the 9 around.
And I think Denny could see what he was going to do. Denny kind of checked up, but the 14 was there. It all stacked him up, got into him. The rest is history. You could kind of see what was going on. We called the crossover. That's what he needed to do. That's just such a tricky corner.
And Chase rejoins in 24th place.
Haven't heard a lot about out of Bowman today. He saw damage to the nose, but
You see a lot of oil right there on his tear off out of somebody.
down on the apron. I don't know if that works.
Oh,
There's a hood.
I would say that oil you saw was coming out of the 14. Now the hood's blown off of it. He's in bad shape.
And a few more pieces here and there.
I think the fluid was coming out of his car. I think it's probably overheating with all the damage on the front.
Oh.
Then the hood blows off.
You ever had that happen to you, Clint? I've never had that happen. I was worried.
You can
about
obviously
it,
still see.
yeah, he doesn't have any problem seeing.
No. The arrow is somewhat compromised. And at the end of that back stretch awaits the bus stop.
There's the brakes, exactly like the 12 car had in the Busch Clash. Ryan Blaney had a struggle, could not slow the car down, gave the 9 car Chase Elliott an opportunity last lap.
So that's metal on metal under
careful,
braking for
Joey.
Joey Logano.
Be
Man, the
careful
same
blocking
block.
it. This might be way more aggressive a block. He's there. Christopher Bell is there. What's Joey going to do down here in this chicane? Oh, man, I think he's got him.
No, not so. Does.
Logano doesn't have the brakes to hold off Bell. White flag, 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
And Joey Logano's saying, what do I got to do?
He's
He's going to show Christopher Bell.
You can see the brakes just glowing red hot on the 22 car. Missed the corner right there. It's smoking as well. Them brakes are hot.
Adam Stevens on the pit box for Christopher Bell, who comes out of the final chicane, and in his 38th start,
Good job.
Christopher Bell scores his first career win, and it comes on the Daytona Road Course.
Oh my God. Thank you guys. Great job, Adam. Great job, Pickering. Holy smoke. I'm so proud of you, Christopher Bell, the work you put in. Proud of all you guys, the work you put in. It's going to be a fantastic year and many more after that, man.
Hey Motorsports fans, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe before you go for all the latest news and highlights across motorsports.